80s heat, 80s heat, friendship, laughs, and camaraderie.
Topics lined up for today, hey?
We sure do. I mean, let Ian talk about it. He's already been usurped by Claude. I'll give him a chance here. Go ahead.
What are our topics? We've got the tournament. I believe it's the last. I believe it's the last match of the Randy Savage division.
Sure is.
And I believe it is Kurt Sloane from Kickboxer. Expertly trained by JCVD. Versus Axel Foley.
Played by
Eddie Murphy.
So now, in the brackets, our good viewers, I'm going to say something right now, and I could be proven wrong as the podcast carries on here. This, to me, is a classic 1 versus 16 kind of a matchup. You know, like in an NCAA tournament, the top seed, the lower seed. Mm-hmm. This is like the 97 Yankees kind of versus the modern-day Oakland Athletics. Mm-hmm. Analogy being, I love the Oakland Athletics. I love Axel Foley. I think this one's a blowout, but we'll see.
So when you said all those sports references, were you also going, what is he talking about?
Yeah, but I know that there's a lot of things out there.
It was like me watching Big Trouble in Little China. I had no idea what was going on. It talks about the NCAA and Oakland Athletics.
Yeah. I'm like the only guy in this group that watches sports. It's embarrassing. Well, let's bring it back to the 80s.
Yep.
The tournament.
Yep.
As you probably noticed, we haven't spent as much time on the tournament today. And maybe I'm wrong, guys. Maybe I'm wrong. But I think this is going to be 4-0.
Mine's going to be a quick hitter. I'm telling you right now.
But again, as we create the tournament, we've strategically placed it so that higher seeds are playing lower seeds in the early rounds. We don't want to have Andre and Hogan in the second round, right? We want to have the best possible matches. And I don't think you could have an 80s action character and not include Axel Foley. Axel Foley is an awesome character, played by an awesome actor in an awesome franchise with an even more...
They're coming out with another one.
Yeah.
That's going to be good.
On Netflix.
I'm so excited for that.
And an even more awesome theme song.
Oh, totally.
Everything about Axel Foley, I'll go first because I'm just going. Everything about Axel Foley is awesome. He doesn't have a prayer against Kurt Sloane.
No.
And I'm not going to go into a ton of why because
we just got 1, 2, 3, right?
What do you think, Jake?
I'm gonna save a lot of my Kurt Sloane defense for later rounds. This is a 1 versus 16 as far as I'm concerned. Kurt Sloane was made for our fictitious tournament. Kurt Sloane was made for this. This match is over quick, decisive, deadly. Kurt Sloane 1-0.
Yeah. I'll go next because we'll just go around and get Jake's last because I think we all know where us three are at. I think even before Kurt Sloane in Kickboxer, by the way, guys, if you don't know, I don't know what you're doing in life, you should know because Kickboxer is freaking amazing, one of the best 80s movies ever. And one of Van Damme's absolute best. Before Kurt Sloane even got trained by Zian, he was kicking ass. Like those bad guys from Freddie Lee, they were trying to rob Miley's store, and then he just took them out like nothing. When even in the middle of his training, he's not the finished product yet, but in the middle of his training, Zian gets him drunk in a bar. And all Freddie Lee's goons are in there. These are all warriors. And he's doing just a famous...
Another hip gyrator!
I think you do a good job of mimicking that.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
He started it.
This guy can surprisingly sing and dance. It's quite a phenomenon to see.
I think we should move this coffee table back slightly. Give you
No! It's staying. Maybe on a future pay-as-you-go, whatever.
We're going to get a lot of women subscribers if this man starts hip gyros.
Diversify our audience here.
Maybe...
Tim Capella, Ravishing Rick Rude.
Yeah.
Ian Wood.
I'll tell you what.
Almost made the boy
Hitler.
in the UK.
Luke.
I'll tell you what. If we get 1,000 subscribers, yes, I'll absolutely do a whole song and dance routine
Oh,
for you guys.
there you have it.
Subscribe, and then maybe I'll do that. But I will do that. I'll stick to my word. But you've got to remind me.
won't let you forget.
But yeah, so like Kurt Sloane, halfway through his training, is not even like the finished article yet, and he gets hammered in a bar. Like he's just got a table full of shots, and he can barely speak. And then all Freddie Lee's hired goons, all martial artists, and he just wipes the floor with them all while he can barely stand.
And he's continuing to dance.
And he's continuing to dance and can drink, right? And then there's a bit where there's like a guy on either side. And this is like, he's hammered, he's got no coordination. He jumps up and split kicks both in the face and knocks them the fuck out. How is Axel Foley going to stand against that? Like, and again, like you, I'll save more for a later round because Kurt Sloane's obviously advancing.
He's going to have a deep run in this tournament. He's going to have a deep run in the angles here.
For sure. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna go.
I love Axel Foley. Just for
Foley's gonna put a banana in his tailpipe. The banana in the tailpipe. 1, 2, 3, you're done. But in all seriousness, how could you not? Unless they're gonna have a stand-up comedy match.
Yeah.
Then it's not even
that. A stand-up comedy match would be as one-sided.
Yes, absolutely.
I mean, he's a tough guy.
I'm sure.
I mean, there's a bit.
his
I
own,
can't remember.
yeah.
Was it Beverly Hills Cop 1 or 2, where he's got a gun against the back of his head, and then and there's a bunch of bad guys. I think Mike Ehrmantraut from Breaking Bad. He's in there. He's one of the bad guys.
Yeah.
And they're slapping, they're punching him in the stomach, and he's coughing his guts up or whatever. And then, if memory serves, Billy Rosewood comes in, distracts people, and then Axel Foley ends up like knocking 3 dudes out. Like, he can go,
Yeah.
but he ain't Kurt Sloane.
Agreed.
Yeah. And I was thinking for a bit, well, he is a police officer. He does have training, but thinking of lethal
I know a lot of
weapon
police officers who
Thinking of
fight
lethal
away.
weapon. Oh, yeah.
Do you?
But
I know some people in that field, yeah.
I'm just saying, like, Mel Gibson, right, in Lethal Weapon. What's his name? What's his character name? I'm having a brain fart here in Lethal Weapon.
Martin Riggs?
Martin Riggs. Yeah,
Very good.
He's a hell of a fighter. I don't see it from Axel Foley, though. And, like, I think Martin Riggs, I could even try to put forward a somewhat compelling argument, but I think I'd still lose against Kurt Sloane. But Axel Foley, he's a comedian. This shit is comedy. It's not that he's a tough
But he
guy.
needs to be in the tournament.
I do think he needs to
Because
be
he's
in it.
iconic.
I
He's
mean,
an iconic.
but
Maybe if they had a
maybe-
losers bracket and
Yeah.
you put Axel Foley versus
Yeah.
Big Trouble.
Yeah. Well,
Jack Burton, but they could kind of face off even in comedy, the two of them, right?
well,
That would be close either.
if you'd have had that,
Yeah. And I love to just be a pain in the ass and put forward a compelling counter argument, but I think I'm doing it just
No, banana in the tailpipe, there's your counter.
Yeah. I don't think I should here. I think I need to fall in line because
Man, Kurt Sloane's gonna. It's gonna take an impressive character to take Kurt Sloane out. He can be beat, depending on the matchup.
Anybody
He can be beat, depending on the matchup. But not today.
Yeah.
Not today.
not today. I don't think we need to really labor anymore. Is this another clean? Is this 4-0?
Yeah.
Another clean?
We're agreeing.
I will say this: I have gone ahead and I've looked at the second round matches of these next 2 divisions. We still got 2 more divisions, but the elite, the 4s in the 2 respective divisions are blockbuster matches.
I think we can promise all the viewers that these next matches are going to be a little more interesting.
You gotta
We can't
have,
start at the high.
The early rounds
Exactly.
have got to weed out some of the people who don't necessarily belong in the octagon. Yeah.
Dang.
Oh, we didn't even talk about the rules, but
We
I'll
should go through
I'll
them.
put the graphic on screen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's it.
So yeah, let us know. Should we bring Claude back for a couple more episodes? I think so.
I think
Yeah.
I think it's fair to say that Claude has a standing invitation. He's always had a standing invitation from the beginning,
One of the OG members of ATC.
and he basically just needs to say, "I want to come back." and
Yeah.
he's
Hey,
back. So.
For sure. Yeah.
Before this podcast started, before we hit record, Claude put it on the record that he'd be willing to fund us going to Apple and Spotify.
I think
He did say that.
I am the money bag.
He's the money man.
Maybe he'll fund our on location
$8
trip to OPC for a Rambo episode.
He's going to fund us. That's why we brought him on.
Yeah.
He's the $1 million man.
$1 million man.
Everybody's going to practice.
We'll make sure the sponsor is thanked in each episode.
Yeah.
And I'll have my own little promoting my businesses.
Hey,
There you go.
That's fair.
See, that's why he's the money man. Always thinking.
Always thinking.
Guys, if you want to watch any of the previous matches between the 80s icons in our 80s fighter tournament, go back and watch them. We've got some absolute corkers there. And then usually this is the point where I exit the podcast and I leave a little message, but you're apparently the guy today. So,
Sorry, before we go, may I just say one last
Sure.
thing? It's now been 54 days since I have received my apology from our judge from Halloween Heat.
You have not received
I have not received my apology, and I've started an official countdown. 54 days.
She's going to be making an appearance tonight, right?
She will be here later tonight. Actually, she's in for an earful.
Yep.
I don't know. She will absolutely destroy me if we start debating. So I'm very brave in front of this camera when she's not here.
Yeah.
If she got here, she probably
Marky will be delving into the anals on that one.
Oh God, we're going off. Okay, I think this is a good point to end the podcast.
Our sponsor would support that being a thing,
Yeah.
I'm sure. He wouldn't pull his funding if...
I didn't say that.
No.
I want no association to
Well,
that.
you're the one doing it.
Okay, so what Mark is talking about here is he's unhappy with the fact with his scoring at the Halloween Heat
2 out of 3 for effort.
for effort.
It should be revoked.
We have discussed this on either the last episode or the one before. I'm losing track.
I got a 2 out of 3.
I'm losing
It
count.
was well deserved.
Yeah. He's not happy anyway.
Well, but
That's
he's
not for you
never
guys to
happy.
worry about.
I'm always happy.
You're the king of the temper tantrum.
I will
That's
stand up.
He is.
I'll stand up for what's right. Do you want to know why?
The temper
Because
tantrum
I
McCune.
am a real American, and I'll fight for what's right for
You're not
every man.
American, you're Canadian. You've never
I
lived
fight
in the
for the
States.
rights of every man. Because I am a real Canadian. Fight for what's right.
Hey,
Fight for your life.
thanks for inviting me, guys.
I feel
Just
so
like,
about
subscribe,
rock and
hit the
roll.
notification bell. 80
And I
80
don't
seat.
take
80
trouble
seat.
for very long.
See you next time, guys.
Okay.
80 feet, friendship, lots and camaraderie.